Hey everyone, this is Rachel Britton. I am jumping on here just to share a little bit about Sqweee, and I thought this would be really helpful for individuals that are just starting Sqweee. I know there are a few tutorials out there, but I thought I would just highlight what it would be like to set up your launch party and show you some different elements. So the first thing is that you would have to set up your account. And on your account, you would make sure that you have your Usborne Books and More ID number. So I'll quickly show you my account here just so that you can see what the profile looks like. So you can see my name is here, my address, and then I have a really brief description, and then my consultant ID number. And then you have the monthly payments down here, as well as you can do some referral codes. So that you just want to make sure that you have your consultant ID number here, because that's what's going to connect your Sqweee to your Usborne Books and More e-commerce site. So once you are on your Sqweee page, the first thing that you are going to do is you are going to go to your libraries and go to products. And the product library is where it stores all of our books from Usborne Books and More. This is an awesome feature because as you are creating new parties moving forward or creating slides, you're going to be adding the products to the side so that people can click on the different books within the products, and then that way they can star it and it will send an awesome wish list to them. So it's super savvy here. But what you want to do is there are product codes, P codes, on the Sqweeple Facebook site. I copied one here. This is the most current one, but I would just ask, or I would just type in P code into the Sqweeple search, and you'll find it. And so what you're going to do is you're going to scroll down here to the add or import. And then up here over the import products, you're just going to type in the most current one, and then you're going to import it. I'm not going to do that because I already have it. And if you do it twice, it actually will, or if you do it more than once, it'll actually double up on all of your images. So you would just hit import, and then you would have all of these products down here. So after you load your products, then you're going to go back to your dashboard. And you're going to create a new event. So we are going to be doing a launch party. So you would just name it. So my launch party. And then for a description, you're going, for a description, so Jamie has created this awesome Sqweee launch party. So I use All Notes, and that's what she has also. She created this party, and you'll see that if you go down a little bit, she has the description here. So you can just click on that description, you can copy it and paste it and put it right in here. And then you want to make sure you go through and edit anything. You can always make it your own. I actually highly recommend making it your own. And then you can also put in contact information up here. So for your launch party, most people already know you because it's your family and friends, but for future parties, you can say something like, hey, message me after you complete your RSVP, something like that. And then you can put your number, and then you can also put or Facebook Messenger if you like. And then if you can actually just find your Facebook Messenger ID number if you go to your settings. And typically you have to do it on your Facebook app. And so you can just find your ID and then copy and paste it here. So I'll just draw a line for where that would be. But if you look at other scripts that are out there, you'll kind of see what that example looks like. But since it is your launch party, you already know everyone. And then you'll go down here, you'll click and select your business. And then you'll pick a day. So let's just say I'm going to do it tomorrow or Monday. And then you'll click your zone, Central Time for me here. And then you'll give it a cool name, my launch party, or whatever you want it to be. I'm just gonna, oh, someone already picked that one. So I'm just going to do Mitchell's party. See if anyone has that one. Oh, someone does too. There we go. So sometimes you have to be creative there. All right, so another thing that I usually typically do is I add the shopping link here. And if you don't know how to get onto your shopping link, you just go to your Usborne Books and More e-commerce site and you go to My Account. And then you're going to go over to the event. You're going to go to add event here. And then you're going to create an event and you want to make sure it's an e-show if it's a party. If you're doing a book fair, you'll do the e-fair. But I already have one, so I'll just use mine here. So you would just copy and paste this. And you put it here. And then what you're going to do, oops. Okay, so if you do question mark E equals, you're just going to take the last numbers on the party link site, and then you're going to put it here. So the question mark E equals, and then the host code, which is at the end of your shopping link. And then that way it will connect right to your host when they are shopping on the books, for the books. So after you're done with that, you can do an RSVP survey. The RSVP is super important because this is how you connect with your guests prior to the party. So on here, there's an RSVP survey. So you can do this one. And then what you do is import survey. And then you just search it. So this one has 7 questions. And then, so this was an example of what I came up with, but you will just go through and make it your own. But I always like to make sure I have just a fun, quick question about myself so that they can take a guess of what I like to drink the best in the fall, how many parties or how many books do you have, give me or provide more information about your readers. Would you like a recommendation list? Do you like a free gift? Free shipping if you're on time? Would you like a reminder? And then also, what is your number? So you can just do text messaging. I give an option of doing Facebook and then ask them to message me a request. And then if I'll find them by just logging into the host and finding them through the hostess friends list. And then I'll send her a message just to let them know that I connected with them, and I'll send them my link. But you know, you can just do text message if that is easier for you as well. So then you would just save that. Okay, and now I am all set to go. So now I'm going to add my event timeline. And again, Jamie was awesome, and she already created a T code here. And so you would go to this plus over here, and then you would import your timeline and add that shared event. So the nice thing is every time that you have a party, it saves the party. So you don't need to remember all the T codes. You can just actually click on an old party that you've had. But this is the hostess party here. And so you'll go down. If there's anything you want to take out, you would just click on the slide, and then that would make it so you can't import that. But then you would just import here. Sorry, my computer is very slow. All right, so I'm up and ready to go. Over here is the party. And so what you're going to do is you want to look and see what the description of the party is. So Jamie wrote out these tips before the party. Make sure you check all of these posts to see if you have to share or if you have to switch anything out. And so as you go through, you're going to see post 1, post 2, and then also, or let's see, 1 and 2, and it looked like 3. So these first 3 slides are all pre-party slides. And so you see over here that says 66 minutes, but really you're going to be taking the 9 plus 3, so 12 minutes away from that 66, because this is going to happen before your show. So if my show is at 9 o'clock at night, then I would want to make sure I open it up at least 12 minutes. Well, I want to open it up 12 minutes early, so for the pre-party. And so that way my 4th slide starts right at 9 o'clock. So as you go through, like I said, you're going to check this script over here and kind of see where you need to switch things. But I know that one thing that you would want to switch is your VIP here on post 11. So you would want to go onto Facebook and create your own VIP page. Everyone puts their VIP page in differently, has it differently. I have not switched my VIP name yet. It's still a long number, but you can change that as well and have a fun, creative VIP page name. But what you do is you copy and paste that, and then you're just going to go into the add new product. And it's already created. And so what you're actually going to do is you're going to go to the top and go 1 in this post. And you're just going to actually edit the one that is already created. So you're going to edit it. And then in the link, you're going to put your own link. So I just put mine there, and then I save changes. As you guys can see down here, it says CID and hostess code. If you ever create your own link, you just want to make sure that you have those 2 codes in there, so that if you were to share the code with anyone, your hostess number would not be in there. It would be a shareable code. So then I have it saved here, and I'm just going to close it. So now my link for my VIP is set up. Another thing that you would want to make sure you change is the customer specials. So I forgot to grab a customer special. So let's see, this one is October. So this is the correct date. But what you'll actually find, here, let's go to Sqweee. So what you'll actually find is there are amazing people on here that create timelines for the different customer specials. Whoops, probably do customers. Oh, here we go. So here's an example. So if it were September and I needed the September customer special, I would just copy and paste that T code. And then I would go back into my timeline, and then you just add in a T code. Oops. I think I accidentally did the same one. So you just go back. Sorry. Okay. There he is. Oh, it's right here. So even though it's a different code, you can just do all of this. It's a good example of how you can just take one thing from that whole party. All right. And so you would just import that one slide. And then it's going to be at the bottom here. And so you're going to move it right up to the top. And I usually just, replace it where the other one was. The trick is to make sure you have this event thing, or the event right here, so it's easier to move up. There we go. So you just replace that one. And then by doing it that way, I can actually just delete this one. So you can see I have that one picked out to delete. And I'm going to delete that one so that I have this new customer special there and the other one's not there. So that way when you're deleting it, or when you're adding the new T code, it has all these products in it. If you were just to change out the picture, it would have the wrong product. So you want to make sure it's the right T code with the right picture. So to kind of go back, remember how we put in that whole library. The nice thing is that if you want to add some of your own favorite books to like this welcome post, you could click on the post and then you could add some new products to it. And so I would just add from my library that I already uploaded. And let's say I want to add a That's Not My Book. So maybe my favorite one that I really want people to know about is That's Not My Monster. And then I can add some other books to it and you would just update it. Let's say I want That's Not My Flamingo too. So I could just put all the books that I really like. And then it's updated. And so you'll see now that my slide now has my favorite books on the side. So I could tell everyone like, welcome to my grand opening. Check out my books in this post and star the ones that I really like, or that you think you would like too. But that's how you add products into your different slides. So after you're all done setting up your hostess or your launch party, you'll want to, again, just kind of look over this note that was created, and you want to just update what your sponsor's name is. You'll want to go through, you can change the wording in it to fit you a little better. Sometimes there's things about like, oh, this one is about while supplies last. This was That's Not My series promotion. So you would want to make sure that this one is taken out and that slide is taken out as well. So again, you would just go to post 14 and oh, it was already taken out because I know Jamie updated this at some point here. So I need to get it updated, an updated launch party, it looks like, for the what's written out. But again, you can just use this as kind of a guide, and you would just change the post numbers to match what the slides are. And again, just use your wording. You don't have to have a script, but I feel like scripts they just help and they keep it very easy and smooth. Plus you have like the shopping link already on here in your VIP groups. All you have to do is copy and paste. As you go on, you know, I do 2 to 3 parties a night at the same time. So having a a script is really helpful because all I have to do is copy and paste it over. And then you can still have fun and party, but you just have a couple things that are already set up. So that's really nice. All right, so then after you're all done setting up this T code, you're going to save the progress, and then you're going to close your timeline. If you're ever wondering where those T codes come from, they're right down here. All right, so what I always recommend is to just test out the event. So, you know, do maybe your first one, just label it as a tester so that you can see what it's like. So how you would do that then, you would just go to view all in your scheduled events, and you would go to the My Launch Party. And so I can start that event. And then I would just go through and kind of get a feel of what it feels like. So you'll be able to see what the screen looks like. This is what it looks like when your guests get here. This is one that, or you'll want to skip this post right away, because that's one that you'll want when people come in after the party's over. And then you'll see you have 8 minutes here. So during the party, move forward. If you move forward, anything that you do, over in the event post, this is where your guests are, or this is the slide that your guests are on, and so they can't see anything coming up, and they can go, or they can't go back either. They can only be on the one that you're on. So the in the post right here is where they're going to be marking those favorites. And then as they're starring them, they'll see them down here. And then if you need to get back to your spot, that's the control panel. Okay, and so you can kind of just feel what it's like to kind of go through the different slides. These will go automatically after the
Hi there, I'm Laura Schagel with Usborne Books and More. I want to introduce you to our books and 3 ways that our books stand out from...
Doesn't happen, but you only have one person in the party and it's a slide that doesn't have a video. You might say, okay, this is 2 minutes long. I'm going to give 30 seconds to see if anyone jumps on. Nope. Okay, so we're going to go to the next one. So it's really nice. You can move forward if you need to.
Hi everyone, it's Christine with Faith and Books. We have so many fun, new, amazing titles in our mid-season releases. Let's get right to them. I will start with Little Red Riding Hood. This is part of our Usborne's Little Board books, and this is great for the smaller hands for ages 18 months and up. And I'll show you some of the inside, the beautiful illustrations. This, of course, about the...
Is I just go back and I go all the way back to the beginning. I tell my guests, hold on just a second, I'm going to run to the beginning, so if anyone jumps on, they can start from the beginning. And then that way there's this little explanation on how to browse through the party. Okay, so when you're done, you'll hit the Leave Event. Leave Event will not finalize or do a final closing on it. So this way you can come back into the event at any time, and your guests can come back into the event at any time. When you have closed the party 100%, like the guests are done ordering, you have your hostess ordered, then you'll end the event. And once you end the event, it is final, it's closed, no one can get back into the event. Okay, so just remember that so that you're hitting the right one. So Leave Event is the main one you're going to be using until it is a completely finished party and the host has ordered their stuff. So you would just leave the event and then you're done for the night. And then you'll see that it has moved to the active events. And once you hit that end button, the red one, then it will go to ended events. Okay. So I think those are the biggest things that you want to do. After you're done, you can actually just create a new party, and then you can create your real launch party. You do the same thing all over again. But then when you get into that T code, remember how you could go to earlier parties. You can actually just click on that live demo and pull that one right up, and it's ready to go. You don't have to make any changes. because it's already there. So that is how you start your launch party. Good luck with your launch party, and I hope you have a great time using Sqweee.